We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. It's the one and only Optibotimus coming with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the HasbroPulse.com exclusive of the Ghostbusters Plasma Series, Tully's Terrible Night. Now, if you recall from the Plasma Series, it was a collect and connect sort of collection that allowed you to build this. Now, this was actually labeled and advertised as Vin's, clearly in his Terradog sort of form, but we got a Terradog version of Vin's, and then we got a human version of Zuul. So it was kind of weird, but like I said, this was advertised as Vin's. The other thing that we didn't get in that assortment was an actual Louis Tully or Vin's as he appeared in humanoid form. This is the original older Matty collector one. I obviously still have it, and I'm going to do it here for comparison purposes. But what they've done now is give us Vin's and Louis Tully. But again, it's confusing because this was supposed to be Vin's. I don't know. For the package, though, you can see really nice. It says Ghostbusters, Tully's Terrible Night. The side here has a really nice image of him when he's inside his apartment. And he's like, all right, who brought the dog? That's really cool to see. Come around the back. Nothing spectacular. You got the Ghostbuster logo. Got a little warning strip right there. Carries over to this side as well. Bottom section just has warnings and things. But this slides up, and you have this. And this is actually a really nice display. But this is, again, where I get confused. Because here we have Louis Tully running away. And we know that he was possessed by Vince Clortho. So this is supposed to be Vince Clortho. Even though they called this Vince Clortho. I guess we're going to call this one Zuul from now on. I don't know. It's weird that they did it that way, but who cares? Again, you got a really cool image here where he's terrified of the Terradog. Obviously, get it? Terror, all that stuff. Come around to the back of the package. You can see him running away in kind of a little park area. You have a little bit of a read up here that says, when Louis Tully throws a party, things get wild. The kind of wild that ends up chasing a mild-mannered accountant through the streets of New York. Hey, is dog food tax deductible? And then you have it written in a whole bunch of different languages. You see Tully's Terrible Night. And it also does come with his helmet accessory. So it kind of looks like he's got a different head, maybe. Because when I look at this, it looks like his eyes are red. So I don't know if they gave us two heads or just the helmet accessory, but we'll see. But really nice packaging on it. And then when you look at the window here in the front, oh no, maybe it is just a helmet. So that's interesting, but okay, whatever. But you see him running away. There's the Terradog. And then I love the background of New York. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that very well. I'll pull that out here so you can see it. But that is absolutely gorgeous. Great packaging on this. But for the packaging, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. All right, so here we have Louis Tully, and I'm guessing Vin's because that was who was chasing him. I don't know. It's all convoluted and confusing. But here you have them opened up and out of their packaging. And I said I would show this off so you can get a better look at the background here. I mean, I really like that. It's their building with all the ghosts kind of flying around, goes all the way around. That actually is a really cool looking background. I really dig that. I'm not going to do anything with it, but, it is what it is. So here we have Louis and whoever you want to refer to this. I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter. You're going to have two Terradogs. Now, the part that kind of disappoints me, I suppose, is this is a completely new figure. If I'm not mistaken, and I couldn't remember in the original review of this, but somebody did point out that the horns were different between the two Terradogs. Unfortunately, so setting him off to the back, unfortunately, mold-wise, these are the exact same figures. So that is a little disappointing. One thing, though, I've noticed is that it does feel like the joints on this new one are a little bit looser, but they did decide to add some extra silver. There's a lot of silver on this new one. I kind of think it's a little bit too much, honestly. It doesn't look bad, but I don't remember there being that much silver on them. I thought that the silver on this was nice, but at least this differentiates them. But if you're already going to go the extra mile of giving us a whole new figure, I feel like if it is accurate that there were different heads, then I wish they would have done that, because literally this is the exact same figure. It is that same Build-A-Figure thing. So you could easily have given us a different head with this. No, get that to pop back in. It's probably going to be a pain in my butt. But, oh, there we go. So that is definitely a down point, in my opinion. I still love it. I still think that the sculpt and everything is amazing and looks terrific just in general. And I like how you can tell these two apart. I just really feel like I said, I want to say that one of them did have a slightly different head look to it. So I guess maybe I could like cut this down and trim it or something. Do something. I don't know. Either way, it's a bit of a letdown for me. Still happy that I got it, because you need to have both the Terror Dogs. You absolutely have to. But, you know, it is what it is. You do have the same articulation, the ball joint, the pin hinge joints here. Like I said, a little bit more loose on this new one. I could probably tighten that, although, again, these are those kind of posts. I don't know how I really could tighten that. Honestly, it's not a ball joint. So there's that. Now, this is also advertised as Lewis, which is possible. I can go with that, except they painted his eyes. This is why I was hoping they gave us two heads. They painted his eyes, as you can see, which is amazing. I love that. That's a great little attention to detail. But they painted his eyes, which means he's been possessed. So he's not really Lewis anymore. He's already now Vince. The figure, though, is amazing. This is a million miles better than what we got previously with Matty Collector. Wow. That is night and day. The likeness for this blows my mind. They're doing some really great work with that. Absolutely looks like a very young Rick Moranis. Oh, his arm. Is his arm stuck? Oh, no. Okay, there we go. That was really tight. Sculpt-wise, you can see that it is very similar to what we got before, with like the untucked shirt and everything all messed up and everything. I do like the more kind of disheveled look for the pants, whereas this is, I want to say, just a straight kind of reuse of something. But you do have his little helmet on there. He came with two heads. He came with a regular head and then this one. Again, I kind of wish that that was the case here. But you can take this and just swoop that on there. Now, I don't know. I kind of like the little bit smaller one on him, but I feel like this kind of works also. I'm just absolutely amazed by the little tiny Rick Moranis figure here. I mean, just this thing right here, don't need that anymore at all. I do wish this one came with a couple extra accessories, like that popcorn thing that we got with the Matty Collector one, but, you know, it is what it is. Articulation-wise, taking this off, the head is on a ball joint, so you get a real nice range of motion. God, I'm just really amazed with that likeness. That is super, super cool. The shoulders here, they do bend out, although not really well, because the way that the shirt here is cut, it's a little bit tricky to get that to bend out. So both of those hinge out nicely. They also do rotate all the way around. Does have a bend at the elbow. It also rotates at the elbow. Wrists do rotate. They also hinge forward and back, which is nice. Does have a waist rotation, so you can swivel that guy there. Legs move forward, back, in and out. Rotates at the upper part of the thigh. He does have 2 bends at the knee, but I feel like, there we go. That's a very big knee. That's kind of ugly. And then you come down the ankle. You got amazing ankle tilt, and they move forward and back. Great paint on the boots as well. Really nice in terms of recreating like a dress shoe. Overall, though, really amazed with this set. Mostly because of the Louis Tully figure, or whoever you want to call him. I think that they nailed this. I am, like I said, a little disappointed in how the Terror Dog turned out. Now, I mean, whoever you want to call it, again, like I said, I'm happy to get one, but I feel like they could have done something a little bit different with the head. If I'm wrong, then I will completely retract and be like, awesome, great. Although, I do wish that the silver was a little bit more toned down, and I wish that the joints were a little bit tighter, but I don't know. Like I said, somebody told me that the heads were different, and I'm inclined to believe it. I never really looked that closely during the movie to tell you. So, I am happy that I have this set. I really, really am. Unfortunately, right now through Hasbro Pulse, it is sold out. I don't know if we're going to be getting it again. Much like that Quintesson Pit set, it was more than likely going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Because that was canceled, they just filtered down to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. If you are collecting the Ghostbuster figures, this is one that I would recommend getting. That way you don't have to buy all of those Ghostbuster figures and toys again. To get a second one of this, you can do it all in one shot. And then you also do get the Louis Tully figure, which for a Ghostbusters fan, you have to have those characters. So I am happy to have it. I do wish it was done a little bit differently, but it's here. So that's the end of that. So unfortunately, like I said, it is sold out. So if you are looking for it, good luck. I wouldn't pay too much above retail, although because it is sold out, it probably will be a little bit more expensive. So if it's worth it to you, get it. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Remember, if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would do one very simple thing for me, and that's just to hit that thumbs up button. That one very small gesture really does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really very much appreciate it. Also, I gotta send a huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members. If you'd like information on how you can help support my channel by becoming a patron, feel free to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/Optibotimus, or if you want to keep it really simple and keep all of your perks right here on YouTube, including custom loyalty badges, emojis, exclusive chats, Zoom calls, all of that stuff, all you have to do is click on that little join button right down there. And finally, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.